don't know how to start. Hello, beautiful people of the internet. Welcome to my cozy little gaming corner. My name is Thumbelina, and I'm dabbling in the realm of video gaming. I am new to every single thing I'm trying right now. I've never done YouTube before, and I've never played video games, apart from my husband's channel, where I did do the first Dark Souls game, and yes! It quickly became one of my favorite things to do in my free time, surprisingly. So I guess this little corner of the internet is now for me to find the games I enjoy playing and to find the content I enjoy making. And hopefully all of you can be along for the whole ride with me. It's gonna be really fun. So today I'm gonna be playing what is it called? Okay. So today I'm gonna be playing Doki Doki Literature Club. It was highly recommended by my husband, highly recommended by a multitude of his subscribers, and I don't know anything about it. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it and start Doki Doki Literature Club. She's so cute. Honestly, hair goals. All characters in this game are over the age of 18. Gotcha. Cute. This game is not suitable for children or those easily disturbed. Okay. Judging on all of the animation I've seen, just like on the title, I don't know why they would need this preface. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a positive experience playing this game. Would you like to review detailed content warnings which contain spoilers? No, let's just ain't nothing to it but to do it. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you have noted the game's age rating in your region and consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. I'm so confused. I thought this was like a cutesy little girly game. Like, does this give the vibes of easily disturbing content? So confused. Enter your name. Thumbelina. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor, and a good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today. But it just kind of works out because you know each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I'd get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Haha! I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Thumbelina. Oh no, me? Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Thumbelina, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you'd join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible I did in many other conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little bit much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET. What is NEET? In a few years, because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. All right, all right. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why are we so mean to this poor girl? Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall before an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and I realize that I'm not the only one in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me. I'm gonna make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know... Now what? Well, you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the anime club. Come on, please? Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday that I'd bring a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! So far, this is really cute. I didn't realize I would be narrating an entire story for you guys, though, so hopefully you enjoy my voice. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, a new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glanced around the room. Girl 1. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Excuse me? Way to kill the atmosphere. I did not know I was a boy until this point. We'll roll with it. Ah, Thumbelina. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki? The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look more like a first-year student. She's also the one who makes cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her. She can get moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear. She turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy, and this is Yuri, the smartest girl in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet you both. And it sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Thumbelina. Monica smiles sweetly. She's so cute. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we're in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuine feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Thumbelina. We made room for you at our table. You can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little excited. Then how about I make you some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I make my seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. I want a cupcake really bad right now. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate are used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs the first one, then Monica and I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Nitsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Nitsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? I made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for you, you dummy. All right. I give up Nitsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to a cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know... I believe you. Well, tea and reading might be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So, what made you consider literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... It's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? I like Monica the best so far. As president of Literature Club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing and the budgeting and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much prefer taking something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And it encourages others to get into literature. Then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica is really a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. But I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard and convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we all really... Guys, I didn't think I'd be reading this much. I'm not the most confident read aloud person. Grade 3 prepared me for these moments. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these three. Maybe that's why we're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Thumbelina, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga, I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Nitsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about what her reading is. About what she's reading? She seems so reserved and timid that... Hello? She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up as she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well have had a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have suspected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart right over at me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about That's right, you usually like to... That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud and give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing them even your deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have any writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe you should share your work. You can set an example to help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess that's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we can all share them with each other. That way, everyone's even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of our club. Isn't that right, Thumbelina? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori must have convinced me to stop by, but that never made any decision. I still have other clubs I want to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought... Thumbelina, you all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That's it. If I'm writing poems, it's the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. That makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's group meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem and bring it to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Thumbelina, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Thumbelina, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, I might as well. Yay! So far, I'm gathering. They mentioned horror. I was thinking like this could be some sort of erotica literature. I'm moving this. Then they mentioned horror. And it says I could be disturbed by this. So I'm wondering, is this a horror game? And at what point am I playing something? With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way home, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Tsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. All right, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. All right, guys, I ended up playing this game way longer than I thought I would be. I had so much fun playing and I got way too wrapped up in it, and this video would just be way too long if I kept going. So I'm gonna cut it here and I'll see you again really soon. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'll be making so much more fun content like this. Bye.